Let's go over how to win any recruitment in Dynasty College Football 25. If y'all enjoyed the content, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. Appreciate y'all for watching. Check out the Temple series, social medias, all that. So for this, we have West Virginia. We are in the future. We have our head coach. We are a 3-star program at this point. And let's see what I upgraded for our coach, man. So I went heavy into the recruiter. First off, if you want to sign every single recruit, if you're able to get this elite recruiter, this is the best thing in the game for signing recruits, man. Literally, I have a video on it. I signed every single 5-star I went after. I signed a class of 27 5-stars with this elite recruiter ability, and then also even having the pipeline boost. If you come in here to program builder, you're able to get the pipeline boost, but you don't even have to do all that. If you're able to, just unlock the regular recruiter, max it out for every single category other than, kicker, punter, no point, because getting that elite recruiter is difficult, man. Top 5 recruiting classes as a small school, that takes a while. It might take you 6-7 years to get to that point. Strategist, with this, you have to win 4 bowl games. So you could get this in 4 years. You could get it in 2 years if you make a playoff run and you could win some playoff games. They count as bowl games as well. But you come in here and you're able to get a boost for visits, man. So we got tier 3 for every single category other than punter. And it's just going to help us out on visits, whether we have a complimentary visit, just a regular visit, and then also if an old lineman or whatever position take a visit before you, you'll get a boost in interest. So we just gonna go through and see how this kind of works. So for this, we're only gonna go after 5-stars. You could do the same exact thing for 4 stars, 3 stars, whatever. We're only gonna go after 5 stars. You see here, we only have 1 5-star interest in us, and we're number 10 on his list. We're going to add every single 5-star we possibly can, and we're going to go after as many as possible. And I'm going to show you the method and, show you how we're able to sign whoever we want, man. One thing I want to make sure I'm clear about, as a small school, it is sometimes very difficult to sign some of these recruits, man. You look here. Look how many bad grades we have, man. Like, damn, we have a D-, D-, D- and an F, and then we also throw in a bunch of, we just have a bunch of bad grades. So keep in mind, we may never be able to hard sell some of these guys, but what we do have is the ability to put 80 hours on these guys. And since we have the recruiter maxed out for every single category, and then also our offense and defensive quarter also have the recruiter. So we're able to put a full 80 hours into a few of these guys. It won't be every single one, but some of these guys we can put 80, some 70, 165. That's going to help us out a lot. All right, so what I have done here is I identified 4 offense and 4 defensive players I want to pursue. So we max out as many hours we can on these 8 total 5-stars. And what we're going to do is we're going to put the 4 defensive players on a visit for the same exact week. And then we're going to put the 4 offensive players on the visit for that same exact week. So we're able to capitalize on that complimentary visit. And we're going to go crazy. It's going to go crazy. We're going to go ahead and advance, see what it do. I also made sure, you don't have to do this. I made sure to kind of add different positions so we don't get a negative visit off. And like I said, a lot of these guys, we're not in none of their lists. This is the only guy we're in this list. We moved up to number 1 after offering a scholarship. All these other guys, we're not even in their list. And let's see how many we're actually able to get with this method. I'm going for, my goal is to get at least 6 out of these 8 players that we really want, man. All right, so now we're able to schedule our first visit. And what we're going to do is going to remove some of the hours off these players so we're able to schedule a visit. I'm going to do the defensive visit for Penn State, the offensive visit for Iowa State. And we're going to go ahead and schedule it. We see it's a higher tier opponent for both of these visits. That's why we want to make sure we're doing it, because we're going to get that best possible outcome as long as we win that game. And we're going to do Penn State. We're going to do staying close to home because that's the only grade that we know for him. And like I said, some of these guys will never even be able to hard sell. So in the offensive player, I removed the 50 hours. We're going to put that visit on for, like I said, Iowa State playing time. Then we're going to just put as many hours back into them. We can go ahead and throw that soft sell on, and we're able to find the pitch. All right, so now every single player has officially hit their top 5. So now we can schedule all the rest of the visits. I'm going to do the same exact thing, man. I'm just going to remove enough hours off each player so I can get each visit scheduled, but I'm still maxing out as many hours into these 5-stars as possible. One thing to note, I wish we could have scheduled an earlier visit, but week 6 was the earliest home game we could possibly schedule. So, in the ideal world, if you could schedule a week 4 visit, week 5, that would work a lot better, because I fear some of these guys might not even hit that visit. We're currently at week 3, and some of these guys might commit week 5. Some of these guys might commit week 6. So you want to get the visit off as early as possible. All right, man. So we're at week 5. This is going to be our last week before the visits. We have all the defensive players coming week 6. And this is kind of how we're looking. So like I said, I wish I could have did the visit earlier, especially for a guy like Allen, because he's going to commit this week. I think he commits to us. I think. We'll see. We can't even hard sell a guy like this. Or actually we can. Let me go through and actually throw the hard sell on. So we get the actual proper hard sell on him, and that will actually work out a lot better. I think we'll get this recruitment. But if we was able to put him on week 4 visit, week 5, it would have been worked perfect. But for this guy, another guy that may commit this week, I'm not sure. He may commit. Either way, I feel great about that recruitment. This is the #1 player in the nation. We're a 3-star school, man. We're a 3-star program. A guy like this, I believe he'll get to our visit and he'll commit to us. So after this week, like I said, it'll be mad close. I don't think he'll commit. I think he'll hit his top 3. But once he actually comes on our visit, we should get him as well. Then this the other guy, D tackle, who will be on campus next week. Another situation where I think he makes it to the visit, and I think we'll secure the recruitment after that. Now we get into our offensive players that's coming week 7, a left tackle. This is a recruitment that is extremely close. This is a recruitment that we probably need to put more hours into if we can, but we kind of just don't have much available. Actually, I'm going to take some off of here, and I'm going to put them on the other guy because, yeah, that's a much closer recruitment. So let's go ahead, make sure we're putting in the 80 hours on this left tackle. And then our receiving back, we also have him on a visit for week 7. My only concern, he is at Purdue right now. So as long as he don't commit to Purdue, we are good. And I think we'll get him week 6. He won't even make it to the week 7 visit. Another situation where we want to do the visit as soon as possible. Just couldn't do it here in this situation, but I think we'll still win this recruitment. This guy, he'll probably make it to the week 7 visit. And another guy that we're getting pretty easily. And then our last guy, which is going to be the right tackle, he'll probably also make it to the week 7 visit, and we're looking good. It's also worth mentioning, we have only 1 pipeline boost, and it's going to be for the safety. Everyone else, we have no pipeline boost, and we're going up against schools with purple. You know, purple, blue, and gold, 4, 5, and 3-star purple boost, man. So this is good to see. All right, so we get our first commitment, which is going to be Allen Brown, and it looks like we're in a good spot. No one else committed to another school. We got our visit with #1 Penn State. Damn, #1 Penn State. They're 4-0, and we're still looking good for everyone else. This guy, damn, this guy. We have to come back in this recruitment, man. So this visit is going to be everything. This visit is going to be everything for us. He's on campus right now. We need him. We need him. That visit is going to be everything. This guy will also commit as long as we win this game. This is another recruitment that may not even make it to the visit, man. Damn. Tennessee came out of nowhere. This is going to be another close recruitment, but let's just go ahead and advance and see what happens. So since we have the extra hours, we just went ahead and threw them on these other 5 stars that we have down the board. So we wasn't pursuing them before, but might as well, man. Might as well go up there, trying to get 11 5-stars in this class. And I think we're going to get majority of these players. Let's go ahead and advance, see if we could win against Penn State. So we advance as expected. We do get some more commitments, man. We get the right end, we get the strong safety. We also get a D tackle. All of our defensive players are committed. We also get a halfback who was on the offensive side, so he didn't even get to his visit. But we do end up losing out on our left tackle. He did commit to Tennessee. He's from Tennessee. The only way we was able to get this guy if we was able to get that visit off much earlier, but we just couldn't. So we lose out on 1 player. That's fine. That's fine. We still got other players on the board. We still got these other 2 offensive players that we're heavily pursuing, and then we got the guys we just added that we're going to go all out for as well. One thing to keep in mind, we are not even hard selling some of these players, man. We could literally only put the hard sell on like this guy, but everyone else we got, it was all just in the house, man, because we didn't have the proper grades. Like, look here. Like, we have D pro potential. Like, we can't put that hard sell on, man, especially when the other 2 grades are B's and B's. So we got all these recruits. We're not done yet, but we're getting all these recruits without even doing the hard sell. We advanced another week, and we got more 5-stars committing. Quarterback, right tackle. and we are looking good, man. But for the players we just added to the board, and some of them already hit their top 5, so we're just gonna go ahead, schedule that visit for week 9 as soon as possible, get that visit off, and then we're gonna end up pretty much with a pretty good recruiting class. Also worth mentioning, at this point, you could go after, 4 stars, 3 stars, whatever you want to do. I'm just not doing it for this video because we're only going after the 5 stars. But there's still gonna be plenty of 4 stars that you could get on and get pretty much that you could recruit. We could have recruited them even earlier if we wanted. Then also there's gonna be plenty of 3 stars that we could also get to come to our school. We'll get our other D tackle to commit that we added late. We're looking good for our athlete, possession, tight end, whatever he's gonna be. He's coming on a visit this week. And then this guy just came off the visit. The visit went pretty well. Not phenomenal, but I would say it went pretty well. That influence bar jumped up a lot. It could have jumped up even more if we're actually able to hard sell some of these players, but man, we just can't. All right, so we made it to pretty much week 13, and let's look at the 5 stars, man. So we did end up losing out on our other athlete tight end. It is what it is. We put him on a visit for week 10, and the tier opponent was not good. BYU obviously wasn't a good team this year, and we didn't get that extra boost, so that didn't help us much. So if we did put him on a visit where we had, also a complimentary visit and then also had a better boost, I think we would have got him, but we end up losing. So in total, we went 9 for 11 out of 5 stars that we wanted. I feel like that's phenomenal when you also consider, like I said, we have no pipeline boost. Only one of these players started in our interest, one player. We're a 3-star school with bad grades, and we couldn't hard sell many of these players at all. We just had to send the house. The advantage we did have, we were able to put in 80 hours into some of these guys. That definitely helped us out. But I don't know how we don't have the #1 recruiting class when we have 9 5-stars. We're at 16 down here, but once you round out the class, get some other 4 and 3 stars in here, you definitely could move up into this top 5. In my opinion, it should be the #1 class. That's all I got for y'all today. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. Drop any feedback in the comments. Let me know what y'all want to see next, and click the video on the screen now for my temple rebuild.